Hello Aries, and welcome to your triple cross reading for the month of November 2017. You can use this reading for your sun, moon, or rising signs, and some months you might identify more with your rising or moon sign instead of your sun sign. So if you know your signs, please check those videos out for more clarity at this time. Also, keep in mind that these readings are general, so there will be some messages that resonate more than others, and that's normal because there's lots of Aries out there in the YouTube community. With all that said, let's begin your reading. Down the center, we have the Temperance card, the King of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and the Wheel of Fortune crossing or supporting this. This is a supporting card. So it's going to be crucial this month that you are patient, and patient especially with regards to your finances or to anything that you hold of value. And this could be in terms of wanting or wishing for more time, or when it comes to trust, because trust is invaluable. And whatever the situation is, it's best to move and proceed with caution, especially actually when it comes to money and finances, because in the long run, you might have a more lucrative, better opportunity if you learn to wait. Now, having the Wheel of Fortune, especially with these cards, is very, very positive. So there's a lot of luck this month for your sign, and that's beautiful, but only, again, I'll repeat myself, but only if you're patient with yourself and with the situation at hand. Now, some of you could be finding out a person's true colors, and this person could be an earth element, like a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn, sun, moon, or rising. Or if it's not those signs, it's just simply somebody that you have valued so much, that you have put in such high regard. And finding out the true color or the true nature of this person down the road later on this month is could be a little bit shocking, just because the Wheel of Fortune swings for better or for worse. So there's an air of expect the unexpected when it comes to the situation, but just know that whatever the outcome is going to be with regards to this person, it is for your higher self. It's for your own good. And this change of perspective is going to give you more emotional stability, better spiritual stability, and it will reflect in your self-esteem and in your finances. Now, in your roots area, we have the King of Swords with the Devil card and the Knight of Pentacles. So it's important that you don't feel restricted, because that's the devil, by a person that could be, I'll give you all the options because there's lots of you out there, so this will apply to different people in different ways. But it could either be an air sign, such as a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising, or an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, sun, moon, or rising. And if what binds you to this person is finances, or what you perceive at this moment to be stability, you have to truly analyze and be rational about this situation, this relationship, because it is of a negative nature. And it's imperative that you put yourself first, your self-worth, your self-esteem, because otherwise you're going to be allowing for this person or people, because there are two here, that might make you feel like you're less than, or that your value is minimized in some way. And the restriction here could be a verbal restriction, so not finding the right words to communicate to this person, or the communication that this person has towards you could be very, very difficult, very negative, and pretty abrasive. Now, for some of you, this could be a person that vacillates between what they say and what it is that they do, because the Knight of Pentacles always has this air of caution, like they take one step forward and two steps back. So if there's this sense of back and forth with this person and lack of stability and negativity, and seriously, this definitely could be an earth sign, because we do have earth and earth here with the king and the knight, and we do have the devil, which is a representation of Capricorn. So if this is the case for you, you have to please, please, please put yourself first. Now, in the recent past, we have the Magician, the Eight of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. So I really love this combo for you guys, because all of the things that we were talking about here and here inform the situation. So a lot of you out there have already thought about putting yourself first. And why do I say that? Because the Magician in the major arcana of the tarot is labeled as number 1. So it's looking out for yourself, after your own needs, after your own goals, because the Magician has everything he needs at hand. And especially coupled with the 9, it's looking after your own happiness. What is it that you truly love? And is the situation helping this, what it is that you want to achieve, or is it hindering that? Is it hindering your self-esteem, and is it hindering your happiness? Now, all of this is going to be possible, and maneuvering these energies is going to be a lot more swift and easier if and only if you're able to abandon cycles, things that come and go. We've already touched about the situation with this character here. That again, it doesn't necessarily need to be an earth sign. It's simply a person that moves in this way. They vacillate, they go from one thing to the next thing, or you just simply don't know where you stand with this person. So once you are able to realize the cycles for what they are, and you are able to let them go, you are going to be able to reach a higher sense of self and happiness for your life. And for some of you guys, this could also talk about, with the 8 here and the 9 and the Magician, of a sense of traveling or focusing on your spirituality, because the 8, especially the 8 of Cups, is a very spiritual card that talks about spiritual retreats. So some of you could have gone on those retreats or on an actual trip that might have been able to reconnect you with a sense of self, feeling stronger with you, the things that you want to achieve, and stronger within yourself. So there is this idea of trying to reconnect with what makes you happy. So once again, this is informing these cards here in the center. So it's important that you put your own needs first, especially with that beautiful Magician here in the recent past. Now, crowning your reading, we have the 9 of Pentacles, the 5 of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. So these cards are definitely connecting with these two, with this group of 2, and there could be a sense of envy in your environment and the people around you. Why? Because this is a 5, and the 5s always talk about instability within a group or with people in general, especially when it comes to verbal communication. We already talked about some kind of negativity or feeling restricted, because that's the devil. He puts restrictions upon us, and for some of you it might be verbal. And if that's you, Aries, then the thing with the 5 is that it tells you, don't engage, don't fight, because this person will always want to look out for number one for themselves. They just want to be right. They're not going to try to see your side. And I know that you might want for that person to reach an understanding with you, but at this point in time, it's not going to be to your benefit, because this person's just going to want to win. So in the end, it's just not going to be worth it to engage with this person, especially when it comes to fights and verbal arguments of some sort. And the feeling of jealousy and envy could definitely be because of your strong sense of self. These are very, very, very singular cards that talk about you as an independent fire sign that you are. Being independent comes with being an Aries. So it's natural that you are this way. There's a lot of gold. It's very bright. And when you shine this brightly, unfortunately, the lower level frequency, because that's what this card is, they don't respond very well to such strength. So just keep in mind that there's some people that might not wish you the best. However, they are not to be, you shouldn't pay attention to them. So just focus on yourself, like the 9 suggests that you do, and the Ace, just focus on yourself, because the 9's very, 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 focused on the self, and the Ace is a 1, as you can see here. Now, in your future position, we have the Sun, the 2 of Cups, and the 7 of Cups. So this is beautiful. Halfway through the month, things are going to ease up a little bit for you guys. So that's great. Good news coming. Now, you're going to be able to see with clarity and with a deeper sense of gratitude when it comes to the connections that you have presently in your life. And this is definitely talking about these people that you have valued, that you think are great, that you admire, that you truly hold in deep regard. And especially for those of you who are going to be pleasantly surprised. But, sometimes when we have negative people in our midst, it also makes us more grateful for the people that do value us and that do give us the same that we give them in return. So there's a sense of equilibrium with the 2 of Cups, and the 7 of Pentacles spiritualizes this card even more. And with the Sun, it just gives us the sense of vitality and a renewed sense of faith, of knowing where we stand with the people that we love. So that's truly beautiful. You should definitely feel good about having such wonderful people in your life that support you, that truly value you for the person that you are and for everything that you have to offer them. Now, if you are coupled, or if you're dating, if you're single and dating, halfway through the month is going to be ideal for romance. So if you want to go out on a nice date, or try to make that special person feel even more special, take the time to do so, because halfway through the month is going to be the peak for that kind of thing. So time to get romantic halfway through November. Now, in your ego position, we have the 8 of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the World card. So this, once again, mirrors the sense of restriction. Why? Because the Devil and the 8 of Swords connect with that sense of restriction, of not feeling like we are in control. And this could be feeling restricted, when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your self-worth, and the things that you hold of value, such as your time or the people that you trust. And also a sense of trusting yourself. So just know that you do have wonderful connections here, and that's a beautiful thing. So don't focus on the things that are negative and have not worked out the way you hope that they would, and that's the 8 of Cups. And there's a sense here too of being supported and protected by the universe and your spirit guides and your angels. And it's time for you to recognize that you are a very capable person to get out of any situation where you feel stuck. And if you do feel stuck, now is the time to close those cycles, because the World card is the last card of the major arcana in the tarot, and it signifies a closing of a chapter, especially when I connected once again to the Eight of Cups. So once you let go of these things that you feel are limitations, things are going to change for the better, and you're gonna now be able to get to a new state, a renewed, revived state. And if you are dealing once again with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, because we do have the King, the Knight, and the Page, if this is you, if this is applicable to you, this situation, this relationship needs to go to the next level. And once again, it doesn't necessarily need to be those signs, but it's someone that's very, very earthy, very, very practical, very, very dependable, or has been dependable, or you considered them to be dependable. Things, though, do need to change. They've come to a point of completion. So it's either going to a new stage in your relationship, such as becoming official boyfriend and girlfriend, of getting engaged, getting married, having children, or what have you, just going to the next stage, or finishing altogether, because once it reaches the World card, it has to start anew, or it has to be let go of. Now, in your environment, we have the Seven of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Five of Wands. So there is definitely somebody here that is feeling envious of what it is that you have, and they don't wish you well. I hate to say that, but I have to be honest with you, especially because we have seen a sense here of envy, and this mirrors this, because this is a Five of Swords mirrors the Five of Wands, and they connect, and it's definitely somebody in your environment, literally in your environment, and they might have beautiful words and things to say and compliments, but if what they say isn't in accordance to how they behave, and if you intuitively feel that their intentions are not genuine, it's important that you let these people go. Cut them loose. Now, if you can't, because this could be a work situation, why do I say that? Because 5 indicates multiple people, and we do have a 5 surrounded by pentacles. If it is a work situation for you, it's important that you look out for your own interests, for your own needs, because there's somebody here that is trying to deceive you or lie to you in some sort of way. So it is going to be up to you to look out for yourself. Now, in your hopes and fears area, we have the Lover's card, the Three of Wands, and the Hermit, and these are hopes. And it's just really important. I know that I've said some things that are not necessarily positive when it comes to these outside people, but it's important that you remember that you have It's important that you remember that you have all of the wisdom necessary to deal with these difficulties in your life. They're not that major, but anything that's difficult, you are well equipped with the knowledge and the wisdom to see through these. And it's going to be really important for you this month to focus on your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, and your plans, especially when it comes to career. Now, some of you might want a new start when it comes to your love life. And this person could definitely be somebody that's older or simply like an old soul, somebody that's very, very wise. Now, some of you could be dealing with a situation where you're between 2 or 3 people. The cards advise that you choose the person with whom you feel the most spiritual connection, because that's the Hermit coupled with the Lovers. Now, as an outcome for the month of November, we have the 9 of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the 3 of Pentacles. So at the end of the month, you could feel a little bit exhausted energetically, but you're going to feel more stable emotionally. So it's going to be important for you, if you're feeling tired at the end of the month, that you practice breathing exercises, that you practice anything that centers you, like meditation, like going outside and breathing in the fresh air. It's important for you also, because this is Wands, that you get enough sunlight. Even if it's cold in whatever area of the world that you live in, if you get enough sunlight, it's going to help recharge you on an energetic level. Now, also, try to take advantage this month to, once again, we mentioned here in your hopes and fears, and for you it's hopes, in attaining all of your goals when it comes to the work front and the creative fronts, if I couple these together, because you're going to be well received and you're going to feel emotionally fulfilled by the things that you do, by your labor, by your work. And they're going to be, honestly, people are going to be looking up to you at the end of the month, and that's a beautiful thing. And I know that this is a little bit of a exhausted type of energy card, but just know that this is a 9 and it's almost a 10. So just be mindful that you're almost there. You have achieved enough at the end of the month, and just be kind to yourself. I know that you Aries, you guys always want to achieve. You will achieve, and you're at a 9, you're almost at a 10. Just keep plugging forward. All right, Aries, I hope that this reading has been of help to you. If you feel like it has, you can support my channel by subscribing or giving me a thumbs up. Thank you so much for visiting my channel, and I'd like to give an extra special thanks to all my subscribers and all the people that leave me positive comments in my videos. I read them all, they make my day, and I want to take this time to thank all of the people that have sent me wonderful messages, encouraging me to come back to YouTube, because I've had a very difficult past couple of months. I laugh because, I mean, it's just so crazy, everything that has happened. The eclipses were right on my ascendant and descendant, and I have had a very difficult situation happening with my health, losing my voice, getting laryngitis, then getting in an accident, not being able to walk for some time because I hurt my leg, my foot really badly, and then my hand, my arm, my neck. My mobility was really limited, needless to say. But your messages have inspired me to come back and make these readings for free in YouTube. So I hope that they have been of help. I'm wishing you a very blessed month, Aries. I'll see you guys in December. Bye-bye.